Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Erin at Bare Budgets. We are doing my paycheck cash stuffing today. So we should have $679 here. If you saw my budget with me there, I did budget $779 and 100 of that was for my vacation savings, which was in my Wicked video from the other day. So if you wanted to go see that, go check it out. One challenge stole 49 of my $100. So here I should have $679. Let's count and make sure I did it right. I have 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. Hold please. Your girl needs some quick sort. If you are unfamiliar with Quicksort, I had never seen it actually. It is the most amazing, like fingertip moistener is actually what it's called. It just helps bills, like it helps your fingers stick to the bills a little bit better so they don't stick to each other as much. So let's try that again. I have 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, oh my gosh, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, nope, see, I already messed up. 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $679, which is correct. If you saw my budget with me, we were working with a little bit of extra money, namely because I had accidentally pulled out an extra 10 in my previous cash stuffing and I wasn't sure where it was from. And so I threw it into this week's money. So it's only $10 extra, but also it's $10 extra. We're not going to complain. Okay, so we're starting off with bills today. So my rent is going to get $275. So 100, 200, 250, 270, and 275. So in rent, we should be fully funded now. Let's just combine all of this together. Okay. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 950, 1000, 50, 70, 90, 95, 1100, which is perfect. My rent is like $10.91 a month, and that includes my rent, my Wi-Fi, my basically all of my utilities except electric and like my dog rent and that kind of thing. Okay, utilities is getting 25 today. 20 and 5. So this one now has 50, 70, 95, 100, which is perfect. This is fully funded for the month. Any overage is going to go into my bills buffer. Car insurance is also getting 25. So this should also have 100. I have 50, 70, 95, 100. Perfect. Okay, Audible is fully funded at its $250, and that bill, I believe, is at the beginning of December, so we're just going to let that ride. YouTube. So fun story about YouTube Premium is it does not auto-renew for reasons unknown. So I logged in the other day and it was like, oh, your membership is expiring soon. Yearly memberships do not auto-renew. Would you like to go ahead and pay for it? And my membership was supposed to renew in November 9th anyway, and I really, really hate ads. So I just went ahead and paid it. So this envelope, oops, This envelope is now empty. We're just going to take that money out and we're going to put $11 in here. Now this is the $4 that was budgeted for YouTube and also the $7 that was budgeted for Audible. Student loans is going to get 40. So this one now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. Student loans gets $40 every single week. I am a week behind on this one, but that's okay because October is a magic month. So we will pull the extra 40 from next paycheck. New phone is getting $5. So this one now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 35, 42, 43, $443. Planet Fitness, we are skipping. YouTube memberships. This one is getting $8. And grab it too. And it is getting the 150 from YouTube. And the reason being is I have my memberships all charged to one credit card, and my YouTube membership, or excuse me, my YouTube premium subscription also charges to that same credit card. So this is really that credit card category. So in here we now have 150, 75, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 90. What? Hold on. 100, 150, 170, 175, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 190. That should not have been that hard. For some reason, twos always throw me off, and yet I insist on using them for reasons unknown. Discover and City do not get stuffed. They just, I pull them from my sinking funds when I do my weekly reconciliation, which I'm not filming this week, but maybe next week we will do, because I did have someone ask me how I make sure I don't overspend in a category. So that is it for my bills this week. Up next, we have our sinking funds and my wallet. So this is that, and I did not fill out my trackers. That would have been far too easy. Ooh, okay, so we ended off, that's not right. How much do I have in here? 100, 150, 200, 220, 35, 36. Oh, okay, it is right. Fine, whatever, 236. That doesn't seem right. I will look at that in a bit. So 236. So we are going to add in this paycheck cash, which is 50, and 236 plus 50 is 286, or at least it should be. I'm going to take this last 50, put it in here. So this one now has 150, 250, 270, 285, 286. I did the math correctly this time. That happens so rarely with me. Gasoline. It gets $20 every single week, and I did spend out of here the other day. I spent $46 on gas. Cash plus 20. So this one now has $94, and it does cap at 100. Did you guys hear that? I'm not even gonna cut it out. That was my dog playing with a toy. My dog, I love my dog. She's the weirdo that fits my lifestyle perfectly. My dog does not play with toys unless she is at my parents' house. She has all of these toys. Oh, now she's coming over here because she knows I'm talking about her. She only ever plays with toys in my parents' house. She has so many toys. And you can't even be like, well, Erin, it's just a different kind of toys. No, we have identical toys. Like, literally, I have stolen toys from my parents' house that she plays with there and have brought them here. And she doesn't play with them here. No, that would be too easy. So she just squeaked on something. I don't even know what it was. I'm not even mad. Okay, in this one, we should have $94. 50, 70, 92, 94. Sorry for my little tangent. My dog is the weirdest dog I have ever met. Nope, I take that back. My parents' dogs are weirder. Okay, eating out. We are going to put in $10. So supposedly we have $50 in here. That seems kind of bonkers. 20, 30, 40, 50. I don't know how that happened, but hey, we're not complaining about it. Okay, I cannot get comfortable, so sorry that this keeps cutting. We're hoping that this is more comfortable. So, spending, I believe, only has $15 right now. Okay, take the 5. It does. That is true. So we are going to add the money to it today. I only budgeted 10. However, I budget 10 each for eating out, spending, household, and miscellaneous. Eating out is getting it because I'm actually planning on going out with some friends this weekend. The household and miscellaneous are both capped at 50. So their money is going to go into this one. So we will have $45 in spending. 20, 30. So we have 20, 30, 45 in spending. And this one also caps at 50. So next week, assuming I don't spend anything, this will be fully funded. Home, fully funded, miscellaneous, car. Car is getting 5. Which puts it at $963, which is bonkers. I'm so excited that it's that high. It, however, will not stay that high because I need probably 2 new tires. Certainly 1 new tire. I'm not going to count all of these other categories. We will just count the one we are working on, which is maintenance. But yeah, I need at least 1 new tire, probably 2 new tires. I mean, arguably 4 new tires. So this will not stay this high this long. So, or for long. So right now it has 120, 30, 45, 55, 67, 68. So 168 in maintenance. And then all of the rest of the envelopes plus maintenance equal 963. Nope, that doesn't make sense. 120, 30, 40, 5, 55, 62, 3. I counted wrong. 163 makes sense. I don't know where I got 8 from. I'm a hot mess, like normal. So, if you've watched my other videos, this is very consistent so far. Pets, this is Bentley. She is getting $15 as always. She has her dental cleaning scheduled for November 14th, I believe, and I am not ready for that. I don't know why, but I didn't also anticipate purchasing her meds at this time too, and that's just like her heartworm medication and flea and tick prevention. So I don't know why I forgot about it, but I did, and so that was a extra $170 I wasn't really anticipating. So I'm a little short for you know what, I didn't take money out of this, but I did take money out of this, so I'm a little short for her vet visit, her dental cleaning, and her medication all together. So I don't quite have her dental cleaning fully funded, but we should be close. So overall, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 950, 1,000, 20, 40, That doesn't seem right. I thought it was closer to a 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 950, 1000. Nope, that's right. 20, 40, 55, 60, excuse me. 570, 580, 2. I'm not going to recount it. Whatever we have is what we have because that's not actually even correct. I pulled the money from my account to pay for her vet visit. I just forgot to update my prop money. So I will do that before next time. I'm so sorry, friends. That was a mess. Gives us fully funded at 200. The next thing we will spend out of here is probably my brother's birthday, which is December 10th. Which he hates, by the way, because it always gets lumped in with Christmas. I'm sure lots of December babies are familiar with that. So 1024, we are putting in $10 into holidays, making a total of $220 in holidays. I believe that fully funds New Year's. So let's put our 10 in. So we have $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 in New Year's, which is perfect. We will start Valentine's Day next. I don't ever actually do anything for Valentine's Day, so we'll probably go for like, I don't know, $50 and who knows. And then we'll do Mother's Day, and I think our goal for Mother's Day is 75. Father's Day is also going to be 75. 4th of July is probably back to 60. And then Halloween, we do have fully funded with $60. I am going trick-or-treating with my nephews this year. I'm super excited. And then Thanksgiving has 100. And then, of course, I have Christmas, but that is not saved in this category. Christmas for 2025 is fully funded. I'm slowly working on 2026 now. Okay, medical is getting $20. And this pays for anything medical, office visits, glasses, medication, whatever. Okay, so this category has $475, or should have $475. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 75. Yes. Chewing on a bone. I can't even believe it. Okay, so that is it for my wallet / sinking funds. Now to my other sinking funds. It is this envelope. We're skipping clothing and hair. Savings is not actually savings. This is bingo. I am not going to fill out my trackers. Danny over at Craftco Budgets has yet to do her live, her members only live for bingo this week. So I did budget $20, which I'm just going to stick in here. But because we haven't played yet, I might owe more. So I'm not going to fill this out just yet. And we're not going to count it until we actually know how much should be in here. And then this is for my CD ladder, which this is the last time this month we are stuffing it, I believe. I'm really debating stuffing it next week. So I put $100 into my CD every single month, building a CD ladder. And I keep going back and forth. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100. I keep going back and forth on stuffing next week. The thing is, I would love to have more in a CD. However, it's going to really drive me crazy that one month has $125 when every other month I've done this year only has 100. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that 25. It might just roll over into other savings challenges. But that is it for that binder. Up next, we have this book from Janelle over at Janelle Ray Budgets. This is her road trip savings challenge book, and it came with this matching binder. You can buy just the book, you can buy just the binder, or you can buy them together. It did not come with this bag. This was just a leftover. I forget if it came with these dice or if it was a leftover bag from Ren. It must have come with dice that I just attached to here because these are the dice I mostly use. I also have a D6 that I had used for something else over to the side here. So we are, I believe, going to finish off the first page in this book this week. We are. Super exciting. This will be my first finished challenge in this book, and it is bringing in quite a lot. Really? Do you see that, guys? It is a measly $3. Okay, well, fine. We finished off this page, and let's see what it brought in. So this page brought in 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 17, 18, and 19. So $119 in road trippin', which is awesome. I'm going to try and leave it in that category for as long as I can. I would love to actually keep the whole book in here. This is going towards my car emergency fund, but if I have to pull it, of course, for my car maintenance, I will, because at the end of the day, you have to have a functioning car when you live in the US, unfortunately. Well, when you live in a basically not New York or Chicago or somewhere with a nice public transportation system. Public transportation where I live sucks. We are not going to start this challenge. I mean, I have already started it, but we're not going to put the rest of the money in this challenge. I'm going to keep this one as a catch-all. Yeah, what the hell? Let's start this one. Let's grab, we'll do pink. I'm not usually a pink girly, but this is a highlighter, so it should work out well for this. So we're going to, it says $5 per word. We're going to do $1 per letter. I think we're going to try that. Let's see, what can we find first? Okay, I found Grand Canyon, which is where? Right here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. So we're going to put another $11 into here. I try to put about $10 into this book a week. That's what I found is my sweet spot. So if for some reason, like, I don't think we'll be using our catch-all too much on this one. I guess with Casino or Chicago, we might a little bit, but not too much. I put at least $10 into this book a week. I don't have a problem going over. So that is this book for this week. I'm super excited that we finished our first page in here. Up next, we have our Christmas binder. Okay, Christmas binder. Sorry, I needed a drink. This is the one that I looked all over for last week that I couldn't find. And guess where it was? Exactly where it should be, which is even more annoying that I couldn't find it. So I have finished all of the scratch outs on this page. We are working on the roll and save on this page. If you saw, I did start the roll and save on that other challenge last paycheck cash stuffing. I did just transfer the number over here. So let's roll our D6. We're gonna do another 3. So we'll put $3 more in here. So between the front and the back of this one, we now have, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, okay. I'm a mess, it's fine. So we now have 10, 25, 35, 40, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $48, and this is for Christmas next year. I think the goal is probably $500. I know that's not a lot of money, but I really only exchange gifts with my immediate family. That's my mom, dad, and brother. Everyone else, we tend to do more of like Thanksgiving type thing where we just have a nice meal together. Then we have this book. And what do we have left? $30 goes towards something specific. Okay, we have a decent chunk of money. This challenge we are not actively working on. This is just to remind me basically to do my Christmas binder. World of Savings. Let's skip back and let's do this one first. This is my Life of a Pig, Living Her Best Life from Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. This is quote unquote my extra rent category. If you don't know what that means, go back and watch my budget with me from the other day. I do explain what my extra rent category means. And we are almost done with this book, which is awesome. We finished this page last week. That one is done. So we are working on this one. Let me set that to the side. And last week I tried to count down from $30. This week we're going to try and count up to $30 and see if I can math better. I'm a mess, you guys. I'm a mess. It's fine. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by rolling a d6. Even will be heads. Odd will be tails. Heads and tails, Erin. Even will be X's. Odds will be O's. And we'll just start there. So odds are O's. So we're going to start with O's. Now we will roll 3 times and pay the amount we roll. And we will put an O wherever number we roll on. So 1. I have no ones, so I'm not going to do it. 6. Okay, so there's $6. 2. Okay, there's $2. And a 4. It doesn't matter. We'll do this one. Oh, I shouldn't have done that one. 4. So O actually has a double tic-tac-toe, which each tic-tac-toe is $5. So I guess we'll do 10. How is that so much money? So we did 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Plus 10. Okay, $22 just in that one challenge. Normally we would try and roll again, hopefully hoping for X's this time. I completely forgot. No, that one is done. Okay, never mind. I thought this challenge was still going. It's not. So we just have this one last box to finish off, and we only have $8 left to go into this challenge. So that's 3 to 9. This is 3 to 7. So hopefully we have a reasonable amount. $4. What do you think the odds are we can finish this page without an IOU? 0 because we haven't scratched a 7 yet. So plus 4. So we are at $26. Okay. So let's go ahead and start this last one. Is there a $4 word? No. That would be way too easy. Let's do... Well, let's just see what we can find, and we'll go from there. Let me pull my pink back out. Okay, well, I found Georgette, so I guess we're going to try and go for 2 $2 words. Georgette is $2. So we're at 28, and I need baking or smile. Baking or smile. Baking. I found it, I think. Hold on. Yes, there it is. Okay, so there's another $2, and we are going to call that one good. And that is $30 into my Life of a Pig, Living Her Best Life. So I really think we can finish this one next week, because we only have one left on this one. We only have a couple rolls left on this one. We have 4 scratch offs left. Maybe not next week. Maybe it'll be the week afterwards. Okay. But what do we have so far in this book? It is quite the amount. I am so excited. Once this is done, this is all going right into my emergency fund. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully next week, we'll have to see. Maybe we can put a little extra in here next week because it is a magic month. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. So in here we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 35, 37, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3. Did I say 453 or 300? 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, $453. This is going to be amazing. I am so excited for this one to finish. So $453 and probably like $50 left to finish it, honestly. So maybe we'll come with a little bit of extra money in here next week just to see if we can finish it off. And then we'll get to start something new. Okay. We're going to skip around a little bit. Let's go to the roll and save. This was Danny's group play from this quarter. She did go ahead and finish it, and I'm pretty sure she did a 2 and a 3. I could be mistaken, but that's what we're going to end up saving. So $5, $9, $16. So 9 plus 22 plus 16 is $47. Let me add a 5 and make sure that is right. So we have 20, 35, 45, $47. And that is a completed challenge, which is exciting. It'll be interesting to see what she comes out with for next quarter for her group play. I don't know if we'll participate because I do have a whole bunch of other things that I would like to do. She also did this, and I cannot for the life of me remember what she did. So we're not going to match her this week. We are hoping we get more. The way this one works is we take our color dot die and we take a D6 and we roll them both to see where we are going to play. So we want the blue column and we are going 2 down, which is $2. And purple and 1, which is $4. So that was 6 this time around. So we have 5 and 6 going into this challenge. So this one now has $5, $10, $15, $17, $18, $19. And then we are also doing this roll and save. And we are going to try and finish a whole row this week. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to try. For that, we just do our D6, which is just $1. It's helping us out. Another $1. Let me roll it on here so it's a little less. $2. And we're just going to be loud. I'm sorry, guys. So that is $9 total. Let me actually take back $1 and we'll put in a 10. So this challenge now has $20, $30, $40, $55 in it. And we have one more row to go. I'm hoping next week we can finish it. That is it for that envelope. And what do we have left? We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $18. Okay, so we get to do one in World of Savings, which is this book from Bria over at Bria Explores Budgeting, who's in the process of making me a really cool project. I am super excited for it. I'm excited for it. You guys will probably be like, oh yeah, cool. Everyone else has those too. But you know what? Woo, dice down. Dice down. It's fine. We're excited for it. So, we're just gonna do, I think, one on here today. And it is $5. She was being nice. These are pictures that she took from the various Epcot pavilions. So this is a really cool book. Again, this is from Bria over Bria Explores Budgeting. I believe it, so the scratch offs alone save you like $1,400. And then each page has icons on the back. And if you do $1 per icon, there's 100 icons. So you'd save a total of $1,500. You could do each icon as a different amount. You could do a roll and save for them. You know, I've seen different people do different things. They could be catch-alls. I just do $1 each, and then I'm hoping to re-sticker this book and do it again, actually for travel this time. Right now, this is going to fund Bentley's envelope because I needed lots of money for her. I don't know if you knew this, but owning a pet is expensive. So in this challenge, we have I wish there was 100, 10, 25, 37. Nope, we can math. Hold, please. 10, 20, 30. Erin. 10, 25, 32, 33, $34. I quit. Today is Friday at the end of the work week, and this week has been absolute crap. I don't know how your work week went. Mine went horribly, so we're very grateful it is Friday, but that just means I'm really tired, and I can't talk or do anything when I'm tired, apparently. So that is it for World of Savings. How much do we have left? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $3 left. Okay, so what I want to do, we will put more into, there's one more challenge in here, and that is build a savings, and we will do that. But what I want to do is actually come back to one of these, and we're going to pick Thug Life, I think. Thug Life? Or Mistress of All the People. We're going to do Thug Life. This was a freebie from Danny over at Crap. No, we're not. We've highlighted Danny a lot today. Let's actually do one of these. So this is from Lindsay over at Boy Mom Loves to Save. This is her card with all of her info. And we're just going to do one little passport, and we're going to hope that this passport is kind to us because we had 12 the other day. This was not smart. We're going to go for it anyway. Oh, it's very kind to us. It is only $2. So much scratching on these stickers. I love this challenge. I thought it was super, super cute. And I am going on a trip next October. If you saw my Wicked video, that was all saving for that trip next October. But I would like to bring at least one of those challenges into my paycheck stuffing every week if I can. Cool. So my phone ran out of storage. And so I fixed that problem by deleting several of the old videos that I meant to delete prior to filming this, and I forgot. So I don't know where it stopped. Hopefully it was while I was scratching this thing off. If not, I scratched off this from Lindsay over at Boy Mom Loves to Save. This is for my October challenge coming up. October trip that I am planning for next year. I don't know how much it's going to cost exactly. So I'm just trying to save like a lot, and then any overage can go towards something else. So I'm just going to put that back under here, and she gave me a little ghosty to go with it. It's so cute. So it just lives in there. So we're gonna put $2 into that challenge, and that actually lives in this binder. This was not intended for this challenge. This binder is just a binder that I had. But so yeah, this is how this is. But here is the one I scratched off during my Wicked challenge. It was a 9. So overall we should have $11, but let's just make sure. We have 5, 7, 9, 11. Perfect. All the 2s. I hate 2s, but I keep using them for reasons unknown to me. So that is all for that. And everything else, which I believe is like $11 maybe, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, is going to go into this one. This is build a savings, and this, oh, you can't even see. Oh, this is zoomed out, zoomed in. Oh, nope, the other way. Okay, well, you guys are going to be zoomed in. This is build a savings, and this is from Bria over Bria Explores Budgeting. I didn't realize how many of the same creators I had in here, but we will try and fix that for next time. Anyway, this is getting 11. Nope, there's a 2 in there. I messed up. Mistakes were made. Where'd that 2 go? Okay, so this one now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 670, 680, 690, 700, 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope, we messed up. I am even more of a hot mess than usual. And if you've watched my other videos, that is in fact saying something. Let us try this again. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 650, 670, 680, 690, 700, 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $736. At least I remembered what I was counting this time as I was counting it. That's a step up. So $736 in that challenge, which is awesome. Now let's track it. Build a Savings lives in this happy planner right here. So we put $11 in today, and I believe we finished all of our 11s. We did. So let's put in the 10 spot. And I do not have a red Sharpie, so I have a red this one, and they both look equally bad on this paper. So we're just gonna pick one. So there's 10, and then we need a 1. Where is a 1? I know there are ones. Here's a blue one. Perfect. So that is done, and this challenge is coming along super nicely. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s left, and then everything is 9 or below, which is super exciting. I'm really hoping with next paycheck, because it's a magic month, we'll be able to step a little more in here. I don't know for sure. I'm hoping though, because like my paycheck deductions don't come out of this one, so the only thing that comes out of this one is my 401k contributions, I actually don't even know if I contribute to my HSA on this check. It might just be my 401k contributions, which would be exciting. We'll have to see. If it's actually just that, that means it's really like this paycheck will be probably $200 higher than normal, which we're excited for. Okay, but that is it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I have zero idea when this will get posted. Hopefully tomorrow, but we will see. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.